Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about the Washoe County School District K through 2 Distance Learning Packet for the third packet of the third week. So this is our final packet for the distance learning. If you notice on the front page of the third packet, of the third week, we have a holiday, that's Memorial Day, so you're not expected to do anything at this time. We do have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where you get to kind of use this as an organizational tool. Materials you need for the week, and maybe some questions to ask your teacher. Okay. For the SEL Optimistic Opener, this is just to get your brain ready, or your child's brain ready to be learning. You could pick any one of these on any day and kind of go over it and just set up the expectations for the day. We have reading, of course, as always, you're supposed to read 20 minutes. Your child can read 20 minutes, or you can split it up into 10 and 10 minutes. Notice that there's no May 25th because that's a holiday. So you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you fill it out. There's some examples of some books that you can read. Anything from Clever, if your teacher gave you a Clever badge, you can go on there. Anything from Washoe County Library, from the Libby app, any books around your house, stories online, you can go on YouTube, any kind of thing, magazines, newspapers, anything counts. Okay, so for writing is a little bit different. This week you're going to be doing journal entries, only if it says that you finished your page from last week with the Lost Toy Hotel Adventure with the toy dog that got lost at the hotel. Okay, so once you're done with that, then you can start on these journal entries. You can write about anything you want, doesn't matter. I'm recommending probably 2 to 3 sentences is where they should be right now in kindergarten, and very simple sentences. Make sure that they're stretching out their words and they're relying on those sounds that they hear, and just making any kind of entry that they want. So these lines are kind of small, so if you want to transfer each journal entry to a different page, that's totally fine. Okay. If you have any questions on like journal entries or anything that can start up a writing dialogue here, then ask your teacher, please. They have tons of ideas on what to write about. Okay. So for literacy foundational skills, we have a decodable again, and it's going to be the red pen, and it starts on page 145 and goes to 148. We do have the Kinderphonics practice worksheets again. So days 1 through 3, you're going to be reading the decodable, your child will be, and then 4 and 5, you're going to be working on these practice worksheets. Okay, so let's look at the decodable really quick. Okay, so we have our decodable here. All right, and then of course there's always a back to it that they can keep reading. Notice that it's a little bit tougher. There's more words, so make sure they're really stretching out and working on those word wall words that we have, those sight words. So day 1, 2, and 3 are given to you, and here's some questions to answer right here on the back page. Plus, days 4 and 5 of the literacy foundational skills will be the pages D, or the page D and the page, the high frequency words pages right here. Okay. 1 second. There we go. All right. So that's going to be for that. Let's go back to that page where we had those instructions. And then we're going to start on math. And same thing as before, we're going to play a math tacto, where we're going to be playing games, problems for the week, mental math, and a moving answer activity. So for the games of the week, we have 4 games. We have 4 in a row, rolling for 50, high roller, and mystery number from last week. Okay, these will all be linked below on how to play. Anytime you play them, you're going to mark it off on the game part, okay? And write down whatever one you did on the Show What You Know pages on 156 through 160. Okay. The moving one, let's move in mathematics. Your child's going to figure out how many more to make 10. Just write the equation here and then create it with your body. Okay. So if you notice right here, it said 10 take away 5 equals 5. Then everybody has one body part on the ground to make 5 body parts. Okay. If you're doing blackout, you're going to need to create 3 more. Okay. For problems of the week, here are our problems. These are coming from the Bridges in Mathematics booklet. There are 2 here, so make sure if you're doing blackout, you're going to do 2 more. You're going to make up 2 more word problems. Okay. Oh. All right. So Math in the World activity, that's going to be on page 173 to 174. You're going to solve the problem that it gives you. So let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, so this problem is about washing hands for 20 seconds. Okay, all it's asking you is what different ways to make 20. Okay, it's giving you some examples here. And asking us to create it. Okay. Here's a little challenge portion right here, but if your child is having a hard time, just stick to this part right here. And then, here, if you're having a hard time explaining it or thinking of different ways to make 20, here's some examples right here. Okay. All right. Then, Then I think that was it. So we have the game. Yep, the games, the moving, the problems of the week, and the math in the world. So those are all the math parts right there. And again, I'll link those games below. And then for science, this is kind of cool. It's about teeth. And it gives you a little fact up here about how teeth are the hardest substance in your body. And teeth are different, just like fingerprints are. So that's kind of cool. So you're going to go through steps 1 through 4 to kind of look at teeth a little bit closer. And so you're going to make a prediction about how many teeth you have. And then you're going to take a close look in the mirror. Of course, wash your hands before you start touching your mouth. And then look, if you have a mix of baby teeth and adult teeth, then look at what the differences are. And then draw a picture of your teeth here and answer these questions. Okay. The last step, or the part 2, I guess I should say, would be to see what's different between animal teeth and our teeth. Okay, even though we are animals, but to look at those kind of teeth and see what the different words that describe how we eat. Okay, like for example, munch, crunch. All those words, okay? Think about teeth of different animals. What things do they do that are different from what our teeth can do? So then you're going to list some verbs there, okay? Like rip. You know how a tiger rips the meat, okay? So that would be with their teeth. So that'd be a cool kind of thing to do. And then talk to a classmate over the phone or maybe somebody that you know that so you can share their answers. And then any ideas that you did not have, okay? Write them here. All right. Then for social studies, you're going to celebrate Nevada and you're going to brainstorm a list of things that makes Nevada and community special. Okay, so here's some websites to help you do that. You're going to see if you can find a magazine or maybe draw some pictures to make a collage of your representations, okay? And a collage is just a set of pictures on a paper, okay? And again, like I said, these websites are really helpful. All right. So our SEL brain break, again, a brain break is when you just, your brain needs a break from all the work to get refocused again, okay? And then music for the week, that's going to be the last part of our little experiments we've been doing. So let's go to our music. portion. So you should have done weeks 7 and 8, and now we're on week 9. Okay. And this one is, if you sing the same song 3 times, but in different places, will it sound different? Will it sound the same or different? Okay. You're going to make a guess, and then you're going to do the experiment in different places. Okay. With the same song. All right. And then see if you're right. And then pick an activity. Maybe an activity you haven't done yet. All right. So it's an experiment in one activity. Okay, and then here's where you can place your answers. All right, if we go back to the last part here, we have our reflective closer, and this is just how to close your day out, and anything new or anything that you wanted to put on here is fine. Okay, all right, so I hope that helped you out. The Spanish directions, I'm sorry I didn't mention that before, are on page 131. Okay. And the English directions are on page 117. If you have any questions, just please ask your teacher. They're more than willing to help out. Again, if you did not finish this paper about the lost stuffed dog, this week would be a great time to do it. And then make sure you tell your teacher the story. Okay. They would love to hear you read. And it's been really fun telling you all these instructions, and I'm glad I can help some families out with how to read this packet a little bit clearer. So again, ask your teacher if you have any questions, and have a great day. Bye.